What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It does not matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Guys, I saw this video pop up on my feed and I watched it. Okay? I watched this video. You know, normally I come on with the video that I haven't watched, but I couldn't. I couldn't help it. Okay? I had to watch this video because I was so when I saw the title, I had to do a double take. I'm like, Nicki Minaj and Kevin Samuels? Like, I had to do a double take because, you know, from my thinking, I would think that this dialogue would probably be so opposite. You know what I'm saying? She might have a whole different mentality than he has, than we know that he has. So I had to watch it. But one thing that really stuck out to me in this video is something that I'm gonna play and we're gonna react to it and talk about it. Is a portion of the video, excuse me, where she rated herself. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and just jump in.
So I want to talk to you.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Well, what do you rate me?
Is that what we're starting off with?
Yeah.
Do you think the men rate women?
No, I thought because isn't that what you do?
What have you seen in my content? Have you just seen like the clips?
Yeah. I think I always see people calling you and then you tell them you ain't no such and such. You lying to yourself. You ain't this.
And I like that. I like that she was honest about that. Because some people come on and they're like, he's like, oh, have you seen my content? Yes. And oh, what have you seen? The average at best video, like one video. You know what I'm saying? So I like that she was like, no, I only saw like small clips, and like I know that usually people come up to you with a number or a rating of themselves, and then you tell them something different. I like that the fact that she was like honest with that dialogue with him and didn't like inflate the situation to act like, oh yeah, I always watch.
What we don't do is I don't typically rank people. I ask if they rank themselves. I usually ask these questions.
So let's start it that way.
Yeah. How tall are you?
So exactly. So he clarified that situation. No, I don't ask. I don't just come on and just rate somebody. I ask them what they see themselves as in their own eyes. Because a lot of people have that misconception about this too. Is that he just comes on and be like, you ain't this, you ain't that. You don't even look good. You don't. No. What do you rate yourself? What do you see? He's trying to figure out, are you realistic or are you delusional? Because I need to know who I'm having a conversation with before we even get into all the details. That's usually how it is. So now he's saying, I asked you to rate yourself. So this is the part that stuck out to me in the conversation. I didn't even watch the full thing. I watched a great portion of it. But after a while I just stopped watching because I was like, okay, no, I want to talk about this specific part of the video. And so he asked her, okay, pop star, global star, rap star, Nicki Minaj, what do you rate yourself?
I'm 5'3".
Dress size?
My dress size? Mm-hmm. Bender Don said, my dress size? That's a good question. I guess a 4.
All right. And on a scale from 1 to...
She's like, I'm lying. Look at the face. Look at the face. She was not expecting the dress. See, and this is how you know that she hasn't really truly watched the video. She's not lying because she truly did not expect that whole dress size question at all. Like, she did not expect that. And 5'3" is interesting because I don't know. I thought she was shorter, but we're the same height. Okay, so 5'3". Okay.
Yeah, you can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? Fresh face out of the shower, just you.
Yeah.
That's how I always ask the question.
7.
Can't use 7. So 7 is the most common answer.
Really?
It's a default answer for most people because they don't want to go too high, they don't want to go too low.
Well, no, it ain't a default answer for me.
Well,
you see, she did, and it's so funny because her not even knowing that people use the number 7, she felt comfortable with like a 7. This is the part that stuck out to me. Nicki Minaj, global icon, again, pop star, rap star, like on the cover of Vogue, on the cover of like all of these different magazines, like, you know, for a long time. I don't know if anybody remembers when Nicki Minaj first came out, you know, she had the Chinese bangs with the straight hair, and everybody, like, she was a fashion icon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people copied her whole style, you know, her whole swag when she was fresh on the scene. And she, who I would deem to be a beautiful woman, rated herself a 7. And we have women who come on to talk to Kevin Samuels, okay, who don't look anything nearly close to Nicki Minaj. And this is not a disrespect. I'm saying this respectfully. Like, respectfully, are not on covers of magazines, are not like, and are rating themselves a 9, a 10. Oh, I'm a 9. Whew. And he will break it down, and he tells, you know, like, he says, you know, Kelly Rowland is a 9. Do you still feel like you're a 9? Absolutely. And we have Nicki Minaj, who's a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful woman. Like, she's not going to stand anywhere with makeup or not with makeup on, and a man would look at her, or anybody would look at her and say, oh, she is not attractive. Like, you know what I'm saying? More times than not, people are going to think that she's extremely attractive. Okay, and we're talking about face. We're not even talking about anything else. We're just talking about right here. Okay? Symmetrically, she looks good. And we have women who come on and talk to him and are unapologetic, like, yeah, I'm a 9. And what? What's wrong with you? Like, duh, of course I am that. Don't you see me? So it shows the mindsets of a lot of our women, you know, being delusional. And that's just keeping it 100%. Like, keeping it 100%. Not properly knowing what their strengths and their weaknesses are, because everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Okay, you can have a woman who is extremely beautiful. You know, Kim K is an example. She's always criticizing herself and her beauty. If you ever watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, probably a lot of you guys maybe have not, you know, but if you've ever watched it, she's always criticizing herself because she always wants to look in a certain way. Her how she looks is very important to her. Okay, and we have women who, you know, not working out, don't, you know, keep up with themselves, and talking about they want a high value man that's gonna pay all their bills and all this kind of stuff, and blah 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 blah, and don't take in that type of intricate detail within themselves of how they do look, and boastfully talking about their 9. When she said a 7, I was very shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very very surprised that she said that. I was very surprised. Because her being who she is, and I'm not saying that her rating is right, wrong, or indifferent, you know, but her saying that about herself says a lot. Says that she is focused on beauty. She is focused on levels. She is focused on certain things. She is thinking about maybe, you know, the most beautiful women. I don't know what she's thinking about. But the fact that she didn't automatically go for the gusto when her name alone, you know, somebody of her caliber would probably be able to do so. She was like, no. Like, I'll say 7. Not because she doesn't think she's attractive. She knows she's attractive, but she's like, out of 10. Her rating, like her level of rating, her even her own self is high. Like, her standard of beauty must be extremely high.
I would give you a 9. I would give you a 9 because you have the facial symmetry.
Mm-hmm. She does.
And you get additional points for eyes. Full lips. See, it's not. I'm an actual image consultant. And look, I'm sure you deal with a lot of people who take your pictures and stuff and so forth. You have a symmetrical face.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And so it's much more based upon facial symmetry. It's not based on European beauty standards or anything like that. It's much more based upon what babies, animals, human beings have evolved to find attractive.
Right.
Wow. You get additional points because we have evolved to find more slanted eyes, some are attractive, especially when they're not on Asian.
Wow. Wow.
But that's not what gets translated. Most of the time, people take my clips and cut it down to something that's gonna make a viral moment. It's gonna start a conversation. Take the good with the bad.
A 9 he gave her, and she gave herself a 7. Okay, a 9 he gave her. Just think about that. Okay, so even with her own rating herself, he gave her a 9, she gave herself a 7. You have women that come on and they give themselves a 9, and he gives them a 4 or a 5. It shows the disassociation. You know, it genuinely shows that. And that was a main point of the conversation that I wanted to highlight, because it just shows how far off, like, we are. And let's just be real. Whether you agree with Kevin giving her 9, whether you agree with her giving herself a 7, wherever it is, you know, her being who she is has the pick of the litter, okay? She is a household name. If she wants to be in a relationship with somebody, more than likely it can happen because of who she is. And a lot of women don't have that same exact resource that she has because of who she is. So we have women who are working regular jobs, you know, living regular lives, regular lifestyles, who have the mentality that they are better than or, you know, more qualified to date a man, according to looks wise, more than somebody like a household name like Nicki Minaj. More than her. Okay, because if she's a 7 and they're saying that they're 9, they feel like they have more access to these people in these high spaces than she does based only on looks, which we know is not accurate. Okay, we know that's not accurate. We know that don't make no sense. We know that don't make no sense. But guys, I am going to put the link to this full video in the description box so that you guys can watch it. I want you guys to watch the video, of course. Watch the full video on Kevin's page. If you haven't already seen it, maybe you missed the notification bell on his page, make sure you watch it, because I really liked the dialogue that they had between each other. It was nice, and it's also cool to see him and her having this kind of conversation. You know, it's important. It means that these conversations are so widely spreading and gaining traction, which is important for the evolution of our couples of being together. So let me know in the description box what you guys think about this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.